wherever she is in a race, you know she's never going to just give up, and you're never going to break her on the track. And so, yeah, when I felt her coming on my outside, maybe there's a piece of me that might have waited another 50 meters or 20 meters. But when it's Brenda, you think, oh, here she comes. You know, she's not going to give up to the finish line, so I got to get going.
Was that kind of the race plan then, to stick kind of right in that third, fourth spot, and then the last lap kind of kick in gear and get out?
That's a good question. No, as the race transpired, was not really the plan I necessarily had in mind, but I got really stuck on the rail early in the race, and that doesn't happen to me super often. And so really the first half of the race turned into a problem-solving exercise for me of like, how can I get myself into a position where I can kind of take the race when I want to and get to the position that I want to get to. And so it was different. It was a different kind of race for me, but I think I managed the challenge as best I could.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Thanks.
You said yesterday at the press conference that you said you had a target on your back, and that if you were the other runners, you would want to be yourself. How do you keep yourself motivated having a kind of status making music like this?
Yeah, that's a great question. When you know that you're somebody that people would love to slay in a race, you know that target is there. It just really motivates me to say I have to be at my best all the time. And I have to be at the track and bring my A game, because everyone else is going to be there to pounce on you if you're not bringing your best. And so I don't know if I have a formula that I can articulate for how you stay motivated in that, but I definitely can tell you have to really love the sport, and you have to want to be there and race hard, because these girls never let you win. They never give you a day off. It's always hard to win.
You know, here at Drake, there's so many fans, there's so many high school kids. As I'm sure that you spoke to some, maybe taking some pictures, especially coming here over the years. What's one piece of advice or maybe a tip that you share with those high school athletes?
Yeah, for high school and college and even middle school and professionals, really master the level that you're at and love being a high schooler and love being a collegian, because I think there's so much temptation to look at what the people ahead of you are doing and wish you were already there. But when you're in high school, just try to be the best high schooler, and when you're in college, try to be the best collegian. And as you do that and you get better at each one of those, kind of by the nature of being good there, you prepare yourself for the next step. So when you're in high school, don't think about being a pro, don't train like a pro, don't long to be a pro, just be a really great high schooler.
Yesterday you talked about getting some time with your family. Any plans for the rest of the weekend? Are you going to get a little bit more time with them?
Yeah, they're probably all really hungry because they're waiting to have dinner with me tonight. So they're probably like, wrap it up, Jenny, we gotta go eat. But yeah, I'm really excited. You know, one of the great sacrifices of my career is that they have given up a lot of family events and family time together, because I live a very regimented life and I stay close to home and I train hard. And so being able to be here in their home turf and spend quality time with them is really, I can't express enough how much of a treat it is for them. And as I get older and come to appreciate it more, really a treat for me too.
I know you talked about, this being an opportunity to showcase what you've been working on all off season. You kind of go off the grid and then they don't hear from you, and then all of a sudden it's the Drake Relays and here you are. Do you think they saw the best you at this point right now that you wanted them to see?
Yeah, you know what I think they saw tonight, and I think will be fun for us to talk about at dinner tonight, is that I still have a lot of fight in me. I think that there's this big question that hovers over somebody when they've reached a certain level or they've been in the sport a certain amount of time. And I've been doing this at a really high level for over a decade. And I've, finally got the Olympic medal that you kind of wonder if you'll ever achieve. And so what I'm excited for them to have seen is like, I still got a lot of fight left, and I still really want to be doing this.
Good.
You joined some elite history tonight. Only the second athlete in Drake Relays history won 5 straight titles.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's
Jeff
awesome.
Hartwood's, you got 5 in a row, and Hartwood's
yeah, thank
7.
you. That's really, really, really sweet. Well, the girls haven't made it easy, so I'll take the accomplishment because it was hard every year.
Where do you head from here? How long do you keep at this level?
Yeah, I know I want to go another Olympics. I really, really would love to make it through 2020. Then there's a World Championships in the U.S. in 2021, so if I could do this till I'm 50, but I know I won't make it that long, so somewhere between now and when I'm 50 will be retirement.
They had the old guy 800 earlier today,
oh,
so
yeah, the Masters.
There's always that.
There you go, exactly.
Right.
But listen, as long as I'm having fun and I'm doing really well, I'll stick with it.
Jenny, last year, you and I stood in about this same spot, and you told me that this never gets old. Is that still true?
The racing never gets old. Being at home and having to wake up early and do a track session and then come home and eat a healthy meal and then take a nap and then go for a second run and then lift weights, that part sometimes can get old. And you think, oh, what am I doing this for? Like, I could have a normal job and be in air conditioning all day and like not, and then you really envision that and you think it wouldn't be as exciting and dynamic, so I'll give it another year, you know? But the second that I step on the track and the gun goes off and I'm racing, that part has always been really fun for me.
Does winning Drake ever get old?
That never gets old. Winning is always, always, always fun.
Hey, it's always a treat to see you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for sticking around, guys. I really
Do you
appreciate
think you'll
it.
be able to persuade Coach to come back next year as well? I know it's sometimes, since it's so early in the year,
Yeah.
it's hard to,